All right, February 27th, 2023. This is Pokemon Presents. So a lot of expectations on the table for this today. I'm watching it just a couple minutes behind the live stream. Haven't seen anything so far. So let's hope that we're in for some exciting NSO announcements with the original Gen 1, 2, maybe even 3 coming to GBA, GB and GBC. And then we'll see about, whether or not they do Let's Go Johto and all of that kind of stuff. Definitely Sword and Shield, or not Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet rather, DLC I'm fully expecting. So we'll see what this event has in store for us. Cracks me up that this dude's name is Chris Brown, by the way. I'm gonna say they're gonna want to do Scarlet and Violet DLC for the show closer. So this is something of a midway point. Trading card game promotion of some sort, it looks like. Maybe nothing super game related here, just the OG cards. Trading card game classic, so they're just going to straight up, re-release the original Pokemon cards. Of course, they're not going to say first edition on them. That's pretty cool. So yet another thing to collect and spend absorbent amount of money on. Is anybody else not creeped out by that Pikachu just sitting next to him, just nonchalantly blinking? Oh.
We have Miss Min Young Kim from Netflix.
Is this going to be a new Pokemon Adventure? So we're talking anime here. Okay. Let's hope we get some games towards the end. Hasn't been particularly impressive the first few minutes. Okay, so we're getting into the games portion now. We know something Mystery Dungeon may be here due to some of the leaks or just, I guess, data mine online portions of the websites and that kind of being renewed, so we'll see about that. But I'm excited we're getting to the games portion. Scarlet and Violet going first, so maybe we're gonna do the remakes. I'm really hoping for like something with Let's Go Gold and Silver, and or maybe just Black and White remake. So first we're gonna get probably all the updates to the existing mobile games. Pokemon Unite you can play on the Switch too, to be fair. All right, all the existing game updates are just hitting one after the other. So I mean, they got to be saving any of the big announcements for the end. Now, the thing that's going to put this over the top for me is going to be GBA. Just Game Boy family of systems inclusion of some Pokemon games on NSO, and then any kind of remake or remaster. You forget how many different titles, like ongoing support titles, Pokemon has going all at the same time. I think we're going to get something sizable now. They've done everything as far as small announcements go. And then here's a breakaway, and look at this video. Clearly, this is not gameplay footage, as it says in the bottom left corner. This could be Scarlet Violet DLC, because, when we had that whole mystery reveal for that game with some cop going through like an abandoned hotel. Now we got regular everyday people going to bed. Pokemon Sleep, here it is. Okay. Yeah, I did hear about this. Apparently the website was redirecting people to the Pokemon Presents all of a sudden, and that just recently got updated. So here we are, Pokemon Sleep. You now have a companion phone app. And you can train while you sleep. You can wake up and play Pokemon Go and burn calories. Pokemon's just all about incorporating into your mobile devices in your life. So we're spending a decent chunk of time on Pokemon Sleep. I don't know if I would prefer to know how it works right now. I'd rather save that for something else. It makes me think maybe we're not going to get every single announcement that everybody's looking forward to, or at least all the rumored hyped ones. We will see how we do on total event time here, because I don't know, unless they're going over the 20-minute mark, which they very well could. Okay, so summer 2023 is the release of Pokemon Sleep. And so, I'll give them this. It looks more entertaining to monitor your sleep than what, something like Apple's last video for today.
Please have a look at this.
It's either going to be DLC. Oh, wow. This is not going to be any kind of blowout announcement whatsoever. No Mystery Dungeon. Most likely no Game Boy games coming to... Yeah, we're just going to get Scarlet Violet DLC, and then that's going to be the end of the present. So this is a much smaller event than I anticipated. I'll be totally honest. I'm not going to be blown away by anything that I see here, I don't think, because I've pretty much figured that DLC is a foregone conclusion for Scarlet Violet. Or maybe we're getting the remaster announcement instead. That's totally possible too. But who knows? This was not a big Pokemon Presents, though. I can say that. Outside of maybe this is a more shock announcement than I'm prepared for. The Scarlet Violet, the Hidden Treasure Area 0 is apparently what they're calling the DLC expansion. They're doing a lot of quick cut stuff, but they haven't showed any kind of gameplay so far. Part 1, okay. And Part 2. Okay, available on Nintendo eShop. Sales begin soon. So fall release date this year and winter release date. So 2 different DLC waves. And that's their big announcement. I'm very surprised. You know, we may have to make a separate video on this, but this kind of that's a
coming in fall 2023.
It's a surprising lack of announcements with, like, you know, where in events past we get, like, you know, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl revealed, but then also Legends, and then also we get to look at Scarlet Violet. Like, we've had some stacked Pokemon Presents, and this
Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon
definitely was not that. And then we also have to talk about the implications of what this means for Nintendo's 2023 lineup, because I figured that with Nintendo not revealing much past Tears of the Kingdom, we know Pikmin 4 out in July, that maybe that there would be some massive announcements here, you know, as far as to kind of pad out 2023 on Nintendo Switch as far as game releases go. But we didn't get anything in the way, and we're not getting any NSO either, which also makes me a little bit worried that if we get those classic Pokemon games at all, that they might just be very far out, because now would be the time to do it, and the Pokemon Company could reveal it at their event. It would make perfect sense. I don't think we're getting that. So the big thing is Scarlet and Violet DLC, and that's the big go home announcement for this event. So underwhelming presents for me. So you can start to buy it soon, but we're talking fall and winter for DLC, and likely, I think it said winter 2023, but it very well could be into the early part of 2024 as well. We got new uniforms, but they're not really showing gameplay. They're not showing much of what this DLC has to offer at all, other than just outlining what it is. They got an early purchase bonus for people that want, so you have to purchase it by October 31st, 2023 to get the early purchase bonus.
We hope you enjoy these expanded adventures in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon
Violet games.
Well,
that's one of the lighter Pokemon Presents for me. I was definitely expecting a lot more, and I was hoping for a lot more. So unless if we got any surprise announcements, they just said that was the last trailer.
We'll keep
I'm assuming that we won't.
The joy of Pokemon to you all. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, well, I got to hear from you guys on this one. How do you feel about this Pokemon Presents? To me, this was definitely probably the lightest one that I can remember happening. I mean, we spent a lot of time on sleep, and really the big announcements were Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, but the problem is we didn't get to see very much of it at all. I mean, it doesn't look like we're getting any kind of performance enhancements to the games. Yeah, for me, this was underwhelming. I mean, that's my honest, immediate reaction and thought, and I really wanted to see more for Nintendo's 2023 games lineup. We did not get that. We did not get NSO updates. So now let me turn the question to you guys. How did you feel about this Pokemon Presents? Are you just massively hyped for the DLC expansion for Scarlet and Violet? I was kind of expecting that, so not big surprises there. And then do you think that we get more Pokemon games in 2023 besides what was outlined here? Because it's not looking like that way right now. But regardless of your thoughts and feelings on everything we talked about today, I do look forward to hearing from you all in the comments down below before you leave the video, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around this topic. Go watch yesterday's video next if you haven't already, which is on screen right now. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.